Hello everyone. Hope you find yourself well. I am taking a break from walking out here in the park. I don't often come to this park, but it's not as green as the other one that I usually go to. But I just decided to change it up a little bit. And what I wanted to talk about is just that. I wanted to talk about change. I keep feeling like it's a little bit necessary to talk about the beginning of a spiritual journey and how much you actually change. And I'm saying that because I see a shift and a divide happening. Like for the past couple of years, it's been really popular. Spirituality has been popular. More like the witchcraft side of spirituality has been very popular, even though people just don't have an understanding of that and don't understand that if you are, like on a spiritual journey, things work differently for you. There's all of this like fake spirituality out there, and so I think that having a spiritual journey now is quite different than those of us who have been on the path for quite some time. And so as someone who's been on the path quite some time and not necessarily, I did it with very little guidance, let's put it that way, very little guidance, outside guidance, let me put it that way. The truth about the spiritual journey is that it's your own. The truth about the spiritual journey is that you are discovering yourself. There's always going to be outside noise at every stage of the journey. And the thing that we are reteaching ourselves as we awaken, the thing that we are teaching ourselves is to trust ourselves. I mean, I could say some stuff like, the only God you know is you, and right, God lives in you, and etc., etc. I can say things like that. And, not that it isn't true. The real truth is you have to learn it yourself. Does that make sense? Like, there's certain things that I realized over time that in the beginning of my journey, I was like, oh, no, like, that's too much. There's no way that this is true, or there's no way that that's true. And it's like, as time goes forward, you realize it's all true. It's all true. In the beginning, coming out of religion, which I'm going to do another video on at another time, I want to talk about how and why I separated from it. When you come out of it, it's like you have to retrain your mind to look at this life as it is, and not as in the way that it's been painted for you. And so, just some little tips. Meditation is everything. Absolutely everything. Meditation is everything. And I'm coming full circle because initially, when I first started, I could not sit down in a place and meditate. I had to do exactly what I'm doing today, which is get around nature and go walking. And when I did that, I learned that my mind was quieter, right? That I wasn't thinking so much. Or if I had something to think about, it was like within a few minutes of walking and being in nature and just kind of like feeling the vibrations, this peace, this calmness, it was like I would easily find solutions to whatever problems that I had. And so my first steps in meditation is exactly what I'm doing now, like 10, 12 years later. It's exactly how I center myself, how I ground myself now. And so with that being said, like, you gotta try this. It's great. It really does like cleanse the body when you get out in nature. If you're able to walk in the woods or in a wooded area, this place is paved. I'm just off to the side a little bit at a picnic table. But if you're able to do that at all, do it. At this point, as far as like weight loss and stuff, at this point, as far as like weight loss and stuff, I don't go to the gym anymore. This is what I do, and my stuff at home. This is just what I do. but it's the beginning of a spiritual journey. Nature in itself is its own vibration, its own connection to God, and so you will feel the connectedness of spirit when you begin to do this, right? And my second tip is to fast. The reason I say that is because initially I started cleaning up my diet when I knew that like something had happened to me spiritually. I knew that I needed to clean up my diet, but nothing is as incredible as fasting is. Do your research. Don't just kill yourself, right? At this point in my life, I'm a seasonal eater and I seasonally fast as well. And I do so for a good 7 days or so. It's always good to fast. Don't listen to people when they tell you it's not. It does not necessarily need to be spiritual. It is great for your health. There's a reason why our ancestors practiced it on a regular basis. It really has little to do with religion. But when it comes to spirituality, when you stop food and your body is no longer processing food, then you're able to put your energy elsewhere. A lot of energy goes into burning up your food and doing this and doing that. When you cut all those things out, you will see the world in a different way. And the third thing that I want to give a tip on is don't ever stop praying. When I first left religion, I felt like, well, if I don't really believe in Jesus and them, then I'm not going to pray. And it's bullshit. Prayer is an incredibly powerful thing for yourself. It's powerful for yourself and it's powerful for others. Always stay in prayer. I think that my spiritual journey would have been a lot easier. I was always getting to these points where I would have like some dark night of the soul moments and then I would pray. And now at this point I know like you don't do that. It doesn't matter who you're praying to, who you choose to, even if you're praying to yourself. It doesn't matter. It's another form of meditation, but it's just that spoken word, right? That intention of the spoken word that changes things, right? So never, ever, ever stop praying. Meditate, fast, prayer. Those are my tips. Anyway, I'm about to continue my walk. Y'all have a great day.